I didn't find it. It found me. The first time it happened, I was 12 years old, hiding in my bedroom while my parents tore the house apart downstairs. Plates shattering, something heavy thrown hard enough to shake dust from the ceiling. I remember staring at the clock, begging time to move faster. It stopped instead. 2:17 a.m. The screaming cut off mid-word, like someone had pressed mute on the entire world. The air thickened. Breathing felt like trying to fill my lungs with something heavier than air. I thought I'd gone deaf. Then my phone lit up. No name, no number, just a message. Did you feel that? I couldn't answer. My fingers wouldn't move. You're safe right now. Nothing can reach you unless you let it. Something stepped into my room anyway. It wasn't a monster. Not exactly. It looked like a man, but folded wrong. Joints bent where joints shouldn't bend. Skin stretched thin, like it had been borrowed from somewhere else and never properly returned. Its face kept slipping, features rearranging themselves every time I blinked. It didn't speak out loud. The words arrived directly inside my skull, pressed in like fingers through soft clay. You can stay, or you can learn. Then the minute ended. 2:18 a.m. Sound came back all at once. Screaming, breaking glass, my mother sobbing somewhere below me. The thing was gone, but it left something behind. Not a mark, not a wound. Something deeper than that. An awareness. After that night, I noticed the pause every single day. Always 2:17. Always exactly 1 minute. Most people slept straight through it. I never did again. I watched what happened when time stopped touching the world. Walls softened at the edges. Locks forgot what they were for. People became unfinished, like half-rendered images, like the world needed time to remember how to hold them together. And without time, it couldn't. My parents destroyed each other before I turned 15. Him with his fists over years and years. Her with a knife on one particular night. I didn't cry. I sat on the stairs and waited for 2:17 to come back. That was the night I stopped being a passenger. That was the night I stepped through my first wall. Now I don't ask permission. I don't wait to be invited. I choose the subject. I choose the night. And I wait. Tonight's subject is alone in their apartment. They always are. The lonely ones notice the pause faster. Something in the silence already feels wrong to them before it even begins. At 2:17, their phone lights up. I feel it like a hook pulled taut in my chest. Did you feel that? They sit up in bed. The fear blooms in them, warm and immediate. I step closer and the room begins to forget its own dimensions. The ceiling drops. The corners fold inward. The space between us collapses in ways that have nothing to do with distance. You're in the dead minute. I stand directly behind them, close enough to smell their shampoo, the salt on their skin. My reflection moves across their darkened phone screen. Wrong angles, too many teeth, nothing that belongs to a human face. They look at the clock. Still 2:17. Still holding. I press my fingers into their shoulders. The flesh yields, soft and reluctant, like something left out past its time. They try to scream. The minute keeps their mouth polite and quiet. It does that. It always does that. It wears you when you aren't paying attention. That was what the creature showed me. What I've spent years learning to understand. The dead minute doesn't consume. It loosens. It finds the seams in a person, the places where the body and whatever lives inside it are only loosely connected. And it works at those places. patiently, methodically, like separating the layers of something that was never meant to come apart. I take my time. Time doesn't mind. I feel the heat leave them, feel the flutter of their pulse against my wrist, frantic, then slower, then searching for a rhythm it can no longer find. How do I make it stop? I guide their hand to the phone. Their thumb shakes against the screen. You have to move before the minute ends. The clock clicks, 2:18 a.m. Sound crashes back into the room. Their scream finally escapes, but it comes out ruined, torn apart by what has already been done to them. I finish before it matters. When I stand, my hands are slick and my reflection still won't hold a single shape. I don't clean up. I never do. I use their thumb one final time, type carefully, send it to the last contact in their phone. It's your turn now. Don't fall asleep tonight, because here's what that creature taught me on the worst night of my childhood. The dead minute doesn't want destruction. It doesn't want chaos. It wants something far simpler than that. It wants continuation, a host, a carrier, someone willing to pass the minute forward, from one sleeping world to the next, keeping it fed, keeping it alive, keeping it moving through the dark like something that has always been there, and always will be. I learned that the hard way. Now someone else will too. The message has already been sent. The phone is already lit up. And somewhere right now, in a quiet room, at exactly 2:17 a.m., someone is reading these words, feeling the air go thick, wondering why they can't move, wondering why the room feels smaller than it did a moment ago, wondering why their clock has stopped. Don't look behind you. You already know what's there.